Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Robbie Rowe Show. I am your host, Robbie Rowland, and I want to personally thank you for listening to today's episode of If It's Fair, It's Gone, with my boy Jack Flaherty.
May I have your attention, please?
You're my leader.
Now listening to Clear the Mechanism.
The Robbie Rowe Show.
The Robbie Rowe Show.
What is going on, people? It's your boy Robbie Rowland, the host of The Robbie Rowe Show, and we are so back, me and Jack Flaherty. If It's Fair, It's Gone, episode 3. I'm not going to go ahead and give you guys the rundown of the episode because I want you to stay engaged the whole time. But I will say, we talk NBA, talk LeBron's injury, talk about movies. So actually, you're right. I am giving you a rundown of today's episode with Jay Flair. We end up talking about would you rathers and rapid fire questions. But I also kind of get Jack to give us some insight on what it's like during the season as far as downtime. What's going on in their downtime when they're in the big leagues. I don't know. Never been. But you're going to enjoy today's episode because it's me and Jack. I mean, right? Anyways, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I do on my website, which is a one-time mechanical video analysis. If you're a player or, well, I guess a player and a pitcher. If you're a pitcher or if you are the father or mother of a pitcher, then go ahead and check out therobbierowshow.com. And in that website, you'll find a mechanical video analysis. So what happens is, take a video of yourself or your son pitching. Take a video from like the center field angle and from the side angle. You send those over to me. I give an in-depth analysis. I slow it down. I draw on the screen. I break it down to a T to where an alien could understand what I'm talking about. And then what I do is I send a video back of myself, kind of just in more detail, elaborating on the things that I showed during the video and putting that into life. What I also do in that one-time video analysis is I talk about any specific drills that might help the athlete out, depending on what his goal is. So you can check that out at www.therobbierowshow.com/mechanical-video-analysis/ or you can just go to my Instagram, RobbieRowe12, click the link in the bio. That'll take you to a Linktree page, which I think it's like the 5th one down says mechanical video analysis. So those run $40 for analysis, but with a coupon code of Robbie Rowe Show, save you 20% for being a podcast listener. Cool. Any questions on that? Feel free to direct message me on my Instagram. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to episode 3 of If It's Fair, It's Gone with Jay Flair. And we are live. Okay, If It's Fair, It's Gone. Episode 3, dude. Dude, we got 3 episodes in the books. A little Allen Iverson, Johnny. All right. What okay, so Jack Flaherty, my co-host for If It's Fair, It's Gone. How we doing today, brother?
Oh, man, just amazing. Just, it couldn't be better.
Living
Unbelievable
the dream.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I hope your Sunday's amazing.
You know, it is, man. It is. I just got an update saying the Warriors will not match Cavaliers' 2-year, $6 million offer to Patrick McCaw. So apparently that is a thing now. But,
interesting. I was going to say, where is that coming from?
Well, they can't afford them, right? They'd have to go over luxury, and I think I looked at the statistics on it. They'd have to pay like quite a bit of money just to keep them.
Yeah, their depth is just
Dude.
getting completely depleted.
Dude, that is a hot take, man.
Do you think they're in trouble?
I think they're in trouble. I'm a Warriors guy, and you know that. So
I know you are. That's why I want to ask you.
for me to say that, I think it speaks volumes to what I'm seeing.
Because did you watch that Christmas Day game when the Lakers put it on them?
I just so happened to catch a glimpse of that. Yeah. Yeah, that was.
I was shocked. Not gonna lie.
You know what it comes down to, and this is my take, and you can totally give yourself or give your own take on this afterwards. But my thing with the NBA, dude, is those guys are so good that it literally all comes down to who wants to win more in that specific game. You know?
Yeah. Well, especially for them, coming down, like basically expecting to be in the finals and knowing they're going to make the playoffs, and just kind of,
it's tough.
It's hard to.
It has to be.
Keep your foot on the pedal for the whole season and then go through the finals 2 years in a row, or however many years it's been for them for a guy like KD the last 2 years, and
yep.
Just to try to stay on it like that, it's not easy.
Well, and that's always intriguing. Like that's an interesting topic to kind of start our episode 3. But let's go ahead and dive down a rabbit hole, and let's start, because I've always got intrigued with like when Kershaw was going through his runs of just flawless start after flawless start, and it was just clockwork, and kind of, the same thing for the Warriors when they did the 73-9. I'm sure the same for Jordan's Bulls, the Patriots, and in all sports, the Alis of the world. In all sports, there's got to be a sense of complacency when you're an all-time great, right? So, let's go ahead and dive in, dude. Like, what is your take on not being satisfied and avoiding being content with the results?
I think it's definitely a thing. I think it's something that goes on, especially in a sport like basketball. I think baseball is a little bit different, because when you're it's so humbling that the second you think you've got it figured out, you go out there and you go 2 innings and you get shelled. And because it's a game of failure, it's such a game of failure that I just think that it's a lot harder for you to get complacent with it and just start thinking that, oh, well, I got it all figured out. Like, we don't have to work this year. We don't have to work as harder.
Because you never do.
Start to start. No.
Yeah.
And then but like basketball, those guys, like, they're expecting to be in the finals.
Yeah.
And they're that team has been there the last 2 years, and it's just like you go through the season, you're like, well, we're better than all these teams, and I feel like it can happen where you just walk into the arena and expect to win, and maybe that team just comes out and is like, shoot. But they're also getting everybody's best shot, so they have
that's a whole nother thing. Exactly. And they don't care.
Best shot. Yeah.
I just don't think there's that much.
No. And the thing is they're in trouble, but they're still the second seed. It's not like anybody in the West is running away with it. Like, it is so. Everybody is like one after the other, and they're sitting there in second place on Christmas after everybody's like, well, they're in trouble.
Cruise
just
control.
Just because they've lost 11 games, like, or however many they've lost, but at the time I think it was like 11.
Right.
But everything's going to compare to, they went 73-9. Well, who cares? I mean, did they win it all? No. Did they go 73-9? Sure, but
right. Well, I think even in that series we saw, even dated back to like that OKC series, when they were down 3-1. Like and this is my take on it, is because I think they position themselves in a very dangerous. Like a fine line, because you go through a stretch of complacency, if you want to, call it that. But then next thing you know, like, you could be in a hole of 3-1, right? Like, we know in sports, it's very hard to turn it on just, out of nowhere. And I think
just to flip the switch.
Yeah. And exactly. Flip the switch. And I think since they do have so much, frontline talent, that they can get away with it. But again, like me being a Warriors guy, it's tough to me to see that kind of mentality of just like, cruise control, and then I just fear, dude, like they're gonna get someone's best shot, even if it's like first or second round of the playoffs, and it might be dangerous.
I mean, especially if Clay is being this Clay right now, where he just hasn't quite.
Yeah, last night was big for him. I don't know if you caught his stat line. I think it was 32 on like 12 of 21, but they played well last night in Portland. I knew that was going to be a good game for them because they usually do really well after, especially back-to-back losses and one of the losses coming to the team that they were playing against. So, yeah, no doubt. Let's dive in to your Lakers. You worried that LeBron's groin injury is worse than they may perceive it as?
I don't think so, because he's like, we threw a few jokes out on Twitter that, when he showed up with the red wine, I was like, guy spends $1.5 million on his body a year. He's ahead of the game. There's definitely something to it. Like, if he's showing up drinking red wine to the game, there's got to be something to it. But no, I think he's going to come back. He's going to be fine. He puts in crazy amount of hours into his body in the off season. He's working around the clock to get that thing healthy. But I think it's good because it's going to allow those guys to figure out where their roles are without him. And a lot of his teams in the past have really been designed to basically work with him. Mm-hmm. And if he's not there, mm-hmm. there is not that guy in there mm-hmm. to fill that role. So it's kind of been all on him. And that's just how his teams have been designed in the past. And this one I think is a little bit different, where when he's off the court, they still play well. They still can do something. So
they have playmakers, honestly.
Oh yeah, especially with the young guys, and allowing them to just get into more of a rhythm with each other. Because him coming back, it'll be pretty easy.
You want to hear my hot take? You're gonna hate me for it, but
oh god,
yeah. So here's my take, man. Is I think it's a ploy. Reason I say it's I think he's injured, but I think it's not drastic at all. But I think he's going to miss a substantial amount of games, depending on seedings or rankings or whatever you want to call them in the playoff hunt, wherever. Because I think with that Zubac guy playing well, and Ingram just being Ingram, right? Tons of potential, but just not really fulfilling those shoes. I think they are trying to get that trade value up, and they're going to go get AD. What do you got?
So do you think it's his ploy? Do you think it's his ploy, or it's him and the Lakers?
It's a combination, because look, I think LeBron himself is impressed with where they're at currently. I think they've overachieved up to this point. They're playing very well. And if LeBron's on the court, he's going to dominate the ball. It's going to take the ball out of Lonzo's hands. And everyone else's statistics are going to go down. You give him some days or some games off. Everyone, you saw it that first game, Lonzo triple double, Kuz 30-something points. Even Ingram, I think, chipped in 20 or something. But everyone's statistics are going to naturally go up. So you sit LeBron, that happens, and that Zubac's playing well, I think, because of LeBron and the attention, obviously. But if you can kind of highlight those pieces, I think it's going to look a lot more appealing for a team like New Orleans.
So do you think that his ploy? Do you think he's trying to? Is he trying to show that they can't win without him, or is it for trade purposes to let these guys?
Yeah. So I think LeBron sees, because we know at this point, dude, LeBron's the GOAT at frickin' manipulating franchises, right? So I think he sees an opportunity to get AD. And obviously, when you get a guy of AD's freaking caliber, you automatically get put into a very, very good position moving forward.
And it's obviously that you have to make it enticing for the Pelicans to give up that guy for a bunch of. They're gonna have to give up a good amount, even for the Pelicans, just to give him up and not even really get the chance to sign him back, because the second he goes to LA, he's not leaving.
And I think he's got 2 years left, including this year, right? So he has another year on his contract after this one. I'm pretty sure.
Huh. I thought it was one, but I'm not sure. But it's just it's interesting to see if they'll go if they want to go for that. How do you feel about the whole like, you know, they're talking about tampering? That with him basically coming out and saying this, and everybody knows they have the same agent.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. Everybody knows, like, all those guys with Clutch are, like, going to somehow play together, and he's trying to get them together. Like, I mean, if I'm the Pelicans and he's coming out speaking like that, I'd be pissed. Or he's saying, like, that they want to play, he wants to play with them.
Man, but again, like, let's put ourselves in AD's shoes. Like, what, you know, that's a great opportunity. You know,
Yeah.
It's LA, as you know, it's not a bad spot. They got In-N-Out, which should be,
They have In-N-Out,
which should be like, okay, sign me.
Honestly, if you are recruiting anybody to LA, you just have to say, well, we have In-N-Out, and, like, they should be hooked. And if they're not, well, I have to question them.
Oh, I think I don't know, man. Like, because I see both. I just see, like, that was the first thing that I thought of when, like, he went down. And I know the groin's complicated, right? Like, a lot of the stuff that you see, it's not like any other injury where it's like, that's gross, you know, on the court.
Yeah.
But it was, I understand that part, but I just think, like, you see his Instagram stories, right? He's just chilling, dude. Like, he's chilling. And that just kind of rubs me in some type of way that just makes me think that it's a ploy. Because that could highly benefit that move.
Yeah.
But
I can't argue with that. I mean,
we won't know until we know.
He's a master manipulator.
And look at, like, JaVale's going to come back. So they have three bigs. And I think Zubac has been playing the best. I think you have to keep Tyson, because Tyson's, like, I think he's just a great piece to that puzzle. And it's no accident that they started playing very well when they signed him. So JaVale comes back. JaVale's like this revamped guy, and, you know, there's some goodness there. So, you know, if you're going to trade one of those three, which piece do you think is going to be the most valuable? And I think it's Zubac at this point.
Yeah.
But that's my take, man. All right. So, do you want to stick on basketball, or do you want to move on and dive into Subway sandwiches?
What was? Let me think. We can move on.
Okay. So you saw Venom. We got that confirmation.
Saw Venom.
Yeah, we got confirmation. Oh, you're going to see Aquaman tonight?
Yes, I am.
I'm jealous, man. I want to see that, but I got to wait till Tuesdays because I'm cheap, and I wait till the $5 movie Tuesdays on AMC. You know, just steady grinding over here, man.
Love it.
I'm excited. My parents went and saw Aquaman and said it was very, very good, which is great for the DC universe, right? Because they're struggling.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm going with my mom and my brother, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Would you? Where do you put Venom in your top movies of 2018?
Oh, geez, I have a list. I actually have a list.
I love that you have a list.
It was movies to watch from 2018 that I actually hadn't seen, and Venom was on it. Free Solo.
What's Free Solo?
I don't know.
Wait, is that the Star Wars movie?
I have Free Solo and I have Solo, a Star Wars film. I feel like they're the same movie, but I wrote them twice in two different ways. So
you're saying you haven't seen these ones?
Have not.
Okay. Yeah, I have Solo downloaded. I have yet to dive in. You know, that's a whole nother topic, man. The whole Star Wars thing. I think they're branching out maybe a little too much. What do you think?
With their stories and where they're going.
Yeah, like the whole Rogue One thing, and now they're doing a Solo, and it's tough, right? Because as a human being, when I think of Han Solo, I think of Harrison Ford. Now that perception is going to be changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, we have our Han Solo, and the next generation has theirs.
Yeah. Oh,
I kind of see it like that, you know. Everybody has their own thing. But my top movies of 2018.
Yeah, we got to pull up a list.
I pulled up 2018 movies list. So Avengers was out this year.
Of Infinity War, you put that at 1?
No, Black Panther for me.
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this next comment, but I wasn't super high on BP.
You know, I've heard multiple people were not. What is your reasoning?
It's tough. It's a tough reasoning, and I fully admit that from the opening shot. But it's a typical, like, I don't know, man. It's a typical storyline of a hero villain role. The hero is the hero in the beginning, goes through some trials and tribulations. The villain ends up taking the throne, and then the hero comes back and, beats the villain, and then victory, and we all cheer.
But what about all the underlying stories that went on in it? Basically, I'm going to go there and say all the points of racism that they that was, I think, if you that's
take it,
where for me, like, I watched it and I didn't even pay attention to the storyline. I was just like, you bring in Michael B. Jordan, who's not, we're just gonna go there with it. Like, he's not as dark as everybody else coming from America, like white, like, you have all of that in there. And I was just like, this is cool. Like, it was cool that they were able to do that and bring all of that together.
I agree. And I apologize. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't going anywhere along that route. But
100%.
Yeah,
I
completely.
But I get your storyline point. Yeah. Your storyline, it was very simple.
And it got away with it, right? I mean, $1 billion, dude. Like, they crushed it.
Dude, I'm going through this movie list right now.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too. I'm looking. Okay, Black Panther was February of 2018. 50 Shades. I actually liked the first 50 Shades movie. The third one came out this year. I didn't like it.
Didn't love it.
Yeah.
I love that we can both admit that we have seen.
Is that a weird thing? I feel like
I think other people would be like, "Why are they talking about 50 Shades?" But forget it. I mean, come on.
Oh, man. Yeah. They're probably like, oh, you know what? I think I agree with their opinion. All right. Ready? March 2018, Ready Player One came out, and I was a fan.
Didn't see it.
That's tough, man. Write that down on your list.
I didn't see her. I honestly did not see very many movies this year.
It's because you weren't around me.
This is true. I didn't have anybody. I need somebody, like, there's points where I'll go to the movies by myself, and I have no problem with it.
I do it.
I know. I mean, it's awesome, but sometimes I just want to go and just, chill, and then have somebody to talk about the movie with afterwards.
So what you're saying is, what I got out of that last statement was, hey, Robbie Rowe 1-2, will you move into my house and sleep in the same bed as me and go to every single movie?
Yes, and if we don't, we should plan where we both go. If we're in different places, we can both go see the movie, and then afterwards we both get out and we can talk about it right afterwards.
Do you want to do something amazing? Okay, so you're going to see Aquaman in, so it would be an hour and 50 minutes, right?
Yes.
Do you want me to go see it tonight?
If you want to. I'm going with my family, so it's up to you.
Right, but here's what we can do. So like I said, I don't go to see movies unless it's $5. You can Venmo me the difference of what I would pay for a ticket if I didn't see it tonight.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's 6:14 here. I got to get up. I might do it, man.
I wouldn't if I was you.
Well, that's what separates you and I, the spontaneousness. All right, so April of 2018, we obviously have the Avengers, but we also have A Quiet Place, Jack.
Never saw it.
Dude, you didn't see A Quiet Place?
Not my type of movie.
Bro,
It's really good.
Dude, you have to see that. Seriously. Like
I love it. I think I'm a big movie guy, and then I just get Rob over here. He's like, dude, I've seen everything.
I will crush you.
I have a huge list from our photographer, because we were just talking movies one day.
Yeah.
He sent me a huge list of movies from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. He goes, you have to watch every single one of these. There's probably 300.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go through these eventually.
Yeah, what else do you have to do? Like, baseball players don't do anything in their offseason.
This is what spring training is for.
Oh,
not even
not
even the off season. Spring training.
You said it, dude. We went over that in If It's Fair, It's Gone episode 2. If you guys
100%.
For our listeners, I'll link that episode in the show notes so you can
Spring
definitely get a firsthand look at what spring training is like. Dude, you got to go see A Quiet Place, man. John Krasinski directs it. It's really good.
I have a feeling you're going to go through the rest of this list, and I'm going to say I haven't seen it.
I know, and that's what's going to be great about it. I think that's what's going to.
You're going to go through the rest of these, aren't you?
Well, you saw Dunkirk, and I never saw Dunkirk.
Oh yeah.
Rampage. Did you see Rampage?
Was Dunkirk this year? I did not see Rampage.
I don't know if Dunkirk was this year or not. I mean, we'll find out once I continue to click months over here. Oh, Deadpool 2. Did you see that?
Deadpool 2, I did see that.
Congratulations. I mean, it's tough, right? Sequels are tough.
Yes, it was not as good as the first one.
Is there
a new Deadpool out right now, by the way?
It's the same thing as Deadpool 2. It's the same movie, but in PG-13 format.
Really?
So a little updated without blood and cuss words. May, a great marketing tactic by them, right? Like probably going to cash in another $50 to $100 million probably just by re-releasing that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so May, obviously we have the Solo, the Star Wars one. Let me know when you watch that, because that's another movie that I've downloaded, and I could we can exchange opinions on that.
I will. I'll probably watch it next week.
Okay, June of 18, Jurassic World 2. Hey, we saw Jurassic World 1 together.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, and I felt weird. I know exactly where I was when I saw the second one, and you were the first guy that I kind of thought about, like, man, I kind of miss, like, the first one because of who I went to it with.
I watched the second one on a plane, actually.
Yeah, I've been on a plane before. They fly.
Just a few times.
What did you think of it?
I'm trying to remember it. I don't think it was memorable.
I know, and that's literally exactly how I would have described it.
They had some cool.
Remember they
cool new dinosaurs.
Yeah, they made like a raptor, and it was supposed to be this killing machine, and then they killed it 30 minutes later. So it was like, oh
yeah,
cool.
Blue's just a friggin'
Blue's a guy.
Just
he's a first rounder. He's getting over slot too. He can. And he's not going 1-1 because you're overlooking them. Yeah. Oh, geez.
And yeah, Blue's not going 1-1, but he's going in the middle somewhere.
You think he's a supplemental guy?
Man, maybe. He's getting overlooked, and the next thing you know, he's at the top of the list, and you're just like, what happened?
Right. But then you see his signing bonus, and you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The Incredibles 2.
Ooh, I didn't finish it. I also watched that on the plane. I actually watched those movies on the same flight.
No, well, they're back to back in my list.
Incredibles 2 and Jurassic World 2.
Ooh.
I didn't finish Incredibles.
Was your plane land?
Yeah. Plane landed.
Wasn't good enough to go back to it.
I don't know.
Bro, Uncle Drew.
Dude, I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I have it downloaded.
Wait, that actually, oh my goodness.
June of 2018.
Wow.
I feel like that's one we would be all over too, right?
100%. I was definitely all over it when I saw it.
The trailers?
Yeah, 100%.
Same. Okay, we have so the Mission Impossible 19. Did you see that?
I never saw it.
That was pretty good. Did you see Denzel in Equalizer 2?
Yes, I did.
How'd you like it compared to the first one? The first one was good.
I loved the first one.
The first one was good. You said the second one wasn't as good?
Yeah. But I freaking love Denzel.
But it's Denzel, right? Like, you can't walk out. Yeah.
To hate a movie.
So true, man.
And I remember I saw it in Kansas City. Yeah. That's how much I remember where I was when I saw that movie.
So remind me, after we talk about movies, I want to talk about what's it like during the season for you to like go see movies. But we're gonna stay on track because we have up next. Did you see Skyscraper?
Nope.
Typical Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Dude, I still have to watch that. You mentioned that like months ago.
Dude. I've watched it twice before you've watched it once.
Yeah. I owe you that. I owe you watching all of the Marvel movies before the next Avengers comes out.
Dude, if you don't, then I don't know if you can be a co-host of this show anymore. I think I might have to go elsewhere for my
goodness.
co-host. Did you see the Meg?
I heard about. I think I watched part of it.
It's Jason Statham and a huge shark. They got my money.
100%.
So that was in August. Yeah, you know how it is, man. Towards once the movies start, it's like the fall movies are kind of just eh. There's not really any good movies that come out in the fall. Would you have seen First Man, that astronaut movie?
I did not see it.
Okay, yeah, I didn't either. Did you see A Star Is Born?
See, I didn't go see it.
Ooh, that was good, man.
I heard it was okay. That's on my list of A Star Is Born and The Hate You Give are like the first two movies.
The Hate You Give, yeah, that's on this list in October.
Did you ever see Den of Thieves?
You know what? I passed that movie on this list, and I was like, gosh, I never saw that, but I heard it was good.
Again, I watched that on a flight, didn't get to finish it, but I know exactly where I am in the movie.
You need to get longer flights, man.
Dude, I'm gonna watch the rest of that movie, but it was one of those. It was entertaining, at least for.
I heard it was.
Time.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, they're very smart.
Okay, so Venom. We know you saw Venom. You said you liked it, right?
Yes, went in, didn't know anything. About it.
Yeah, we're.
It left me satisfied.
Yeah, I mean that's why you go to the show, right? I mean that's.
Oh yeah.
Creed 2 is up there.
Talked about it.
Bohemian Rhapsody. You didn't see that?
No, did you?
I want to go see Ralph Breaks the Internet. Honestly, that's weird. Okay, then let's go to December. Okay, Vice. That's probably going to be great.
I saw Vice.
You did see Vice.
I did see Vice. My mom and I go see a movie every Christmas Eve, and that was our choice this year.
Dude, your mom and you need to go see a movie every Tuesday for $5 movies.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, December's a good month. Vice, Mule's, typical. Aquaman, Bumblebee. I heard Bumblebee was actually really good. I'd go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, even though it's a cartoon. I'd go see it. Holmes and Watson with our guys.
John
I heard
Riley
got 0% on Rotten Teas.
Don't care.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like you can literally say that movie is like you'll get the flu if you go see that movie, and I'd probably still go see it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Marwin actually is something that
I want to see that too.
I dabble with as well. All right, so that's all of the 12 best per month that we went over. Now let's rank like a top 3.
Yeah.
What did we say again? Den of Thieves was in January, so that's why. I think.
Yeah, I never finished that, so I can't put that on my list. But Black Panther's on the list.
Okay.
What else did we list? Not Jurassic. I feel like I'm missing. The only two that come to mind are Vice and Avengers.
Yeah. So you loved. You thought Vice was really good, huh?
It was just interesting. It was a lot. Like it was a lot that was
That's
said.
All true too, right?
Well, it's as true as they could possibly make it.
Yeah.
Because they don't necessarily know everything, and they even say that in the movie. Like, there's points in there. They're like, we honestly don't know what happened, so we're just gonna leave it out.
That's a great idea, though.
Yeah, they get to the moment. Like, there's a moment where Chaney and his wife are like basically in the bathroom having a conversation, and they just like cut it and they put on the screen. We don't know what happened. We can't tell you. We have no idea what happened in this conversation. So, moving on. And they just go.
That's actually a great tactic because you can't be mad. Like some movies will just like make something up, and it's like, gosh, it's so Hollywood, man.
Yeah. What else was there? There was Avengers.
There's some movies, man. Well, you saw Venom. You saw Venom, so you can rank that if that would be in your top 3 or 5.
So Black Panther. What were some of the early ones?
I'm looking at it again, and like there was Black Panther was February, and there was really nothing good. Would you put Creed 2 on that list? Because I know last show we talked about how we both kind of thought the same thing. I think I would put it ahead of Vice just because I would too, honestly. I was hard on it too, and I got some flack from it after our last episode.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
people
liked
were
it.
kind of.
I put Creed 2, Black Panther, and is it Avengers?
If it's not, I don't know if we can continue this episode.
Avengers was great. Obviously depressing, but I walked out of there, saw it with Ponce and somebody else.
Yeah.
I was like, well, time to go to bed.
I was upset too, man. I really was. I mean,
it was 11 a.m. game that day in Oklahoma City, and we went to go see a movie.
Oh, you were in Memphis at the time?
Yeah. And it was like 5 o'clock, and I said, I'm going to bed. I was like, that's depressing.
I have no reason to be awake anymore.
I called it a day.
So do we have your list? Did you say it?
Black Panther, Creed 2, and Avengers.
Yeah.
Venom and Vice right on the outskirts.
Yeah.
It's tough because I don't think I saw the best movies of the year.
Yeah.
Like The Hate U Give and like A Star Is Born.
That's true. Star Is Born is good. I think we talked about this maybe in episode 1. Like I rank my shows a little bit differently. Not shows, but movies. I go to a movie, and if I want to see that movie again and again and again, I determine that is a very good movie. Now, that's totally unfair to the movie, right? So A Star Is Born, for example, I literally will give that like an 8.32 out of 10, which is a very high rating, but I don't have any interest in seeing that movie again, so therefore I'm going to leave it off my list.
That's fair.
Right. I'm going to go Avengers Infinity War at numero uno. And then at 2, see, it's tough because I was tough on Creed 2, but thinking back, like I'd go see it again, right? Like
100%.
That's a movie that I'd go see again, or I'd download and I'd watch
100%
multiple times. So wait, where was I? I just had it. Oh, I lost it. Okay, so that's Avengers is at 1 for me. At 2, I think again, A Quiet Place was something that like I didn't know that I enjoyed those type of movies. But I'm going to put A Quiet Place at 2 because I'm a big John Krasinski fan, and Emily Blunt, she does it for me, right? So it was just a really good overall picture too, and I think just by it being that and like another one of those things where it was a movie that I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that. So you have that, again, we talked about it in Venom's, like you have that surprising feeling, so therefore it satisfies you. So I put that at 2, and then at 3 I would I'd go like a tie of Ant-Man and the Wasp because I'm a Marvel guy, and Creed 2. I don't know if I could pick one or the other over that, but I also enjoyed the Mission Impossible movie. Honestly, and I'm not like a huge,
hard not to.
Right, I'm not like a huge Mission Impossible guy. That I went with my mom, and I think the experience of going with a mom, you know how it is it makes the experience of the movie even that much better. And then you throw in reclining seats and maybe some popcorn with all the butter you can have on it, and then it makes that experience better, and then therefore your ratings go up.
How do you not have all the butter in the world on popcorn?
Especially when it's like at your disposal. Like
I don't like the movie theaters that are like, okay,
stingy.
Here's your popcorn. Would you like butter on it? Like, yeah, and then they put the butter on. I'm like, no,
let's do more.
Let me put the butter on. Let me keep going. And then when you think it's time to stop, we're going to keep going a little bit more.
That's so true, man. And that actually brings me to another topic that I'd like to pick your brain about. Are you a guy that goes to the movie and just is like, okay, the popcorn's for a small, it's like $32, I'm going to buy it anyway because of the experience? Or are you like, gosh, why is popcorn so expensive, and then you don't get it? Or do you go with candy in your pocket already? Like, what kind of movie goer would you say that you are?
I do not bring anything to the movies.
Are you buying it there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I respect that.
The only time I'll ever bring anything is if I'm like with my family, and my mom's bringing her person, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
all right, well, we got a big bag of M&Ms over there, Mom. Here you go. Let's take that, and we'll do it. But you
don't bring a satchel to the movies, man.
Just walk in with a big satchel. I just enjoy eating popcorn while watching movies. It just takes me back being a kid and like getting popcorn and just sitting there.
It's the
eating it, watching
experience.
movies.
I'm with you, man.
I love the popcorn, man.
I'm with you, dude.
Even especially when you get them, stuck in your teeth and you're picking it out and you're like, gosh, this is so frustrating.
Yeah, and then it comes out like a day later and you're like, oh, you remember that time we went to the movie yesterday and it was great? Oh, man. What's your go-to candy when you go to a movie?
It's my go-to candy ever. Peanut M&Ms.
Ooh, hot take.
Yeah.
I would have went with Sour Patch Kids. Can't beat it.
Very close, yeah. Right. That would be Sour Patch Watermelon would be second.
Ooh, like the straws? I used to love like going to the movie and getting Sour Patch straws. Oh, man. I'd put a whole straw in my mouth and then get cavities. Oh, man. All right, man. We're gonna go a different direction now.
What was it you wanted to ask me?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So I know how it is in the minor leagues when you like go see movies. Like you have some, you always look forward to those Sunday day games or the off days, but they don't come around all that much. But what's it like in the big leagues? Is it the same thing, or is it different because the cities are, 100 times bigger?
It's a little bit different because finding a movie theater near the hotel isn't always there.
Sure.
So actually going to the movies is harder, but I do find myself still watching movies.
Yeah.
Whether it's downloaded on my computer or like at the or like on the TV, and I'll just buy it. But going, like, we went in Kansas City, and there was one 2 miles away, so it was pretty easy. And we had I think it was an off day we had. We went and watched a movie, but yeah, you do kind of look towards the off days, especially when you're on the road.
Right.
So where I live in St. Louis, there's a movie theater right there, so it was really nice. You just go over there and watch the movie whenever, like any off day if I felt like it. It was super easy.
Did you live at the same place that Weave did? Because that's where I went and stayed. I think that was last year. Very close.
Very close. I won't give names, but yeah, very close to where we lived.
Yeah. That's a nice spot. But yeah, that's a cool area.
But yeah, it's a nice little spot. I liked it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just kind of look. I mean, and then a lot of times you find yourself going alone because people want to go do something else or explore the city, and you're just like, all right, yeah. Or they want to go shopping or something, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to go watch a movie today. You guys have fun doing all that stuff. So
I love it. I go to the movies alone, and I know the only thing that I prefer rather than going to the movie alone is going to the movie with my mom. I think that's, going to the movie alone for me is better than, I wouldn't say it's better than going like to a movie with you, but I do enjoy like going to the movie alone.
Hope for that more. Or very
right? Oh man. Okay, so we got that. All right, let's dive in some rapid fires.
All right. Oh man, what do you got?
Wait, how many rapid fires can you go? Because I know you're a thought out cat.
I know I am. I'm gonna be as quick. I'm gonna be as little thought out as I can.
I mean, you don't have to be. Do you want to? Do you not want to do rapid fires? And
we can do We can do it. Do you have these planned out, or do you?
I'm an idea guy, Jack. You know that, dude. Like I'm sitting here and like, oh, that would be a good question to ask. And then I write it down, and then I'll come back to it. I'm a professional podcaster now at this point. I got.
Yes, you are.
I got my little tactics that I like to use.
I know you got it.
Yeah. So let's go. All right. So I have 1, 2, 3. 4, and I'm trying to think of a fifth one that I could potentially use. Let's just go 4.
Here we go.
All right, we're gonna go 4 rapid fires. We're gonna start the timer at 30 seconds. We're gonna see how long it takes you to answer these. 3, 2, 1. Jack, what is the nicest stadium to play at?
St. Louis.
Where has been the comfiest hotel bed that you stayed at?
Oh, that's an unbelievable question. I think Chicago at the Ritz.
Oh, of course. Who is your toughest out?
Anthony Rizzo.
Oh, that was good. Very nice. What would you get at McDonald's for breakfast?
The sausage McMuffin and the McGriddle. Sausage McMuffin and McGriddle. One of each.
That's two things.
I don't care. That's both. I'm getting both. I'm not getting one thing.
What is the one thing off the In-N-Out secret menu that you want to eat right now?
Animal fries.
That is a secret menu thing, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's not on the menu. People are like, what's animal style? I'm like,
I didn't know.
Excuse me,
It's such a real thing, right? Like I didn't even. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Favorite non-alcoholic beverage.
Arnold Palmer.
Favorite alcoholic beverage.
I don't like beer. Some type of whiskey and like ginger. Whiskey and ginger.
Wow, we're the same person. Did you know that?
Really? You're a whiskey and ginger or whiskey guy?
I'm a whiskey guy. I just hate beer.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I'm not just. It's not big on it.
Yeah, it just tastes like urine.
To put it lightly.
Sorry for all those.
Those beer drinks.
Favorite song that you've listened to today?
I Might Need Security by Chance the Rapper.
Oh, would you favorite artist of the last 2 years?
Oh, God. That's between three people: Chance the Rapper, Kendrick Lamar, and Travis Scott. And I'm gonna pick.
I love how you give me three, and it's like I say one.
I know, but this is such a hard decision for me. Anybody who knows me knows I'm like, those are my guys. I'm gonna go with Chance. I'm going with Chance the Rapper.
Favorite Nike shoe, not cleat.
The Air Forces.
No, that's I laid that up for you.
I was like,
dream car.
ooh, it used to be an
You still have your
R8.
Charger or your Challenger?
Yeah. So it used to be an R8, but I believe I'm probably too big for it. I think my car, but totally like all the way everything.
Yeah.
Like that version of it.
Where do you do most of your shopping?
Ooh. Just gonna sound really bad. I've recently, in the last year, have gotten a lot of stuff, and obviously, guys with the Cardinals, Paul likes to talk a lot about it. I've gotten a lot of stuff at Saint Laurent in the past year.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I know. Let's go to the next one.
What? Is that like a super high end, like, hey, I'm in the big leagues type store?
Next.
Oh, that is epic. I'm so glad I wrote that down.
You can still catch me in a pair of Vans anywhere we go.
Oh, I got my Vans
So that's
on,
my
but they
favorite
look like
shoe
sneakers.
ever.
You would say Vans are your favorite shoes ever?
Oh my goodness. Dude, you could catch me in them anywhere.
Are you adopting like a hipster look, would you say? Russ Westbrook?
If Russ West is considered hipster, then yeah.
Would you not consider Russell Westbrook hipster?
I don't know. I would just consider Russell Westbrook Russell Westbrook.
Oh wow, you had to go philosophical.
I mean,
Honest.
I don't. He's just himself, you know. If it's considered hipster, then it's hipster, I guess. I don't know.
Oh man. If you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Uh,
10 minutes later.
I would say Greece. Super random.
Yeah. Are you a what do they call them? Heroes? Gyros?
I don't. Yeah, whatever they are, I like them.
Oh, do you?
I've never heard talking about. I love them.
If you could meet any dead person, who would it be?
Biggie or Tupac?
Well, which one?
Tupac. I feel like he's got more interesting stories.
What if he's not dead? Oh,
We are so. Oh my God, he is. He is. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If someone were to make a movie about your life, who would play you? I know who you're gonna say.
I want to say Denzel, but like,
No, I got someone else in mind. Denzel's too old. Come on, no.
yeah, I know. Dude, I don't know.
Oh, dude, we've talked about him twice now in this.
Jordan?
I'd go Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Would you not?
Have to. That was the only name. That was the only name that came to mind.
Yeah, that's
Him
not
and Denzel.
that's not a
Because
racist comment by myself, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't think of that like
Okay.
first thing.
Well, it was him and Denzel just because it'd be cool to have Denzel play me. But I was trying to think of like, well, who else?
How about this one, dude? Narrator of your life. Who would it be?
Ooh. I think it'd be funny to have Vince Scully narrating my life.
Oh wow, you went differently. I was going to think like Morgan Freeman.
Well, the obvious first answer to me was Morgan Freeman, and I tried to take a couple more seconds to be like, who would be interesting? I say Vince Scully, but Morgan Freeman, you have the voice.
Yeah.
Who's
the dude from The Sandlot? He does another. What's his name?
I don't know.
He does the voice. Come on, man. I think he's done the Star Wars stuff too. James Earl Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You're not following me there, huh?
I do know who you're talking about.
Okay. How much Subway is in your mouth right now?
Only a little bit. Let's go. Let's keep going. I love this.
If you could revisit any one of your greatest memories, which one would it be?
Winning a championship when I was 7.
The fact that you didn't say like anything that included me actually kind of hurts.
Seeing Jurassic World with Robbie.
Do you remember what happened after that movie? This is how good my memory is. So after the movie, because it was you, me, Bray, I think McKnight, Mercado.
Oh my goodness,
Seferino.
in Peoria.
Yeah, and what happened after that movie was like we came out of the theater, and I think we were the only ones there because we saw like a super late show, and no one was there. Remember? Mm-hmm. And we we went to the arcade and like we took the basketball out of the thing.
Yes,
started hoop. That was actually a really nice movie theater too.
Awesome. Yeah,
and, like,
I remember that now. No, because it was late. We were like, it was after a game. We're like, we have to go see it. Like it's out.
We had to have gone like to the Thursday midnight show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you were set on us going, and I was like, I'm in.
Oh, I was going no matter what.
Yeah, you were going no matter what. You know, when the game ends, everybody's like, oh, man, like, I just want to go home. Like, no, we're going.
Right.
This is happening.
Yeah. So somehow, I'm the way with movies as somehow some people are the way with, like, going out to the clubs. I'm like, after a game, you're like, I don't want to go. But when it comes to movies, for me, it's like I'm going no matter what.
Yeah, my mind is made up. Yeah. I've decided.
I went 0 for 5 with 5 punchies. The last thing I want to do is go be in public, but I'm still going to the movie.
Everything is going to be okay after this movie.
Oh man, I got. Are you a coffee guy?
No.
Are you a caffeine guy?
If I need it. But
do you take pre-workout?
Yes.
What pre-workout do you take?
P4.
You're a P4 guy. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll hit him up. P4. So he'll sponsor the show.
P4. Get on it.
Hey, you guys want to sponsor If It's Fair, It's Gone? What's that? Don't worry about it. Just sponsor it.
Just do it. Just do it.
Favorite meal of all time?
Oh, I just had it last night. Oh my goodness. This isn't even going to be it's so good. It's our Christmas meal every year, but recently we haven't been able to have it on Christmas because my cousin, like, he's 6 years older than me, lives in Portland now. So it's whenever he can come in town, we do it. And his mom makes this like pork roast. And then everything else that goes with it is whatever. Like, it's good. We do broccoli, mashed potatoes. My mom does a green bean casserole.
Okay.
You throw everything else in it. But that meat is, and then the gravy she puts that we get as well with it. I mean, it has been my favorite meal since I was 7 years old.
Jeez, dude.
I looked forward to Christmas dinner meal every year.
Thanks for the invite.
I'm sorry for anybody who has no. I mean, if you've ever had it,
Everyone's just drooling right now.
It is. Oh, I had it last night. I missed. This is how much I wanted to have it. I missed going to the UFC fight last night.
Oh, you had an opportunity to go?
I had an opportunity to go, but I wanted to have this meal so bad.
That speaks volumes, dude.
Yeah, that's my favorite meal, and then In-N-Out is second.
Yeah. But I feel like In-N-Out's like that scapegoat where it's like, okay, if I can't think of like that homemade thing, then I'll go, oh, it's In-N-Out, right? But I think
there were three. There was In-N-Out, there was Fogo de Chao.
Ooh.
And I get to go. I'm going to Fogo de Chao this week.
Did you see my Instagram post that I made today of the steak deals that I got?
I did.
Dude, I mean, it was ribeyes and New York's too. That was like, I have to spend $300 on this. What else am I doing with my life?
Can't pass that.
Hey, do you want to do Would You Rathers?
Yeah.
Do you? Are you sure?
Let's freaking do it.
I'm good at these, dude. You know that. Do you remember the first time we met? It was, I think it was 2015 spring training, and it was me, Weave, Shu, I forget who else was there, but like we were playing Would You Rathers, and I think that was like you and I's first interaction.
I don't know.
It could have been, right? Maybe you weren't there.
I might have been. I just remember your game.
5 seconds.
Your 5 second game that everybody got on, and everybody was obsessed with. Dude, I still bring it up every so often.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I need to get Wainwright on the show and give him like a 5 second thing.
Just all right. You ready?
Yeah.
God. It's not the same though without the numbers in his face as you're doing it. And you're just like, here you go.
We'll have to do a video chat, and I'll get right up into the mic or in the camera, and I'll tell him to get right up in the camera too, and then maybe that'll reenact some pressure. Dude, that took off, man. That was crazy.
It's awesome.
That was fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather? First one, I'm gonna start it off with a gross one. You're welcome. So, would you rather swim the length of a football field through poop or dead bodies?
Poop.
You're taking the poop. he called
Without
it poop.
question. Without question. There is no doubt in my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Take it.
This isn't for me, dude. This is yours.
Oh, okay. It's all for me. I'll do it. I'll do it all.
Would you rather eat no candy at Halloween, which was discussed in episode 1 of If It's Fair, It's Gone, or would you rather have no turkey on Thanksgiving?
No turkey on Thanksgiving.
Big candy guy.
Oh, I can't give that up. Are you kidding me? I find a way to give up one candy every Lent, but I can't find a way to give up all candy for Lent.
Hey, at least you're giving up something, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Would you rather date? Let's go.
Ooh.
All right. So, would you rather date someone you love or date someone who loves you?
Wow.
So, do you get the question? So, like, if you choose, would you rather date someone you love? That means like you love them, but they don't love you. But if you choose the other one, where it's like date someone who loves you, that means you don't love them.
Somebody who loves me.
But you can't control that you'll ever be in love with them.
Yes.
Okay.
But I would not want to date somebody that I love that doesn't love me.
I don't know. Because you're dating.
Yeah, I'd rather date somebody who loves me, who's going to do everything and treat me like great.
Uh-huh.
Because I know that if they are that way to me, I will be that way with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say that if I love somebody and I did everything for them and I treated them in a certain way that they would then do treat me the same way.
Wow, you went Shakespeare on us, man. Thank you for that.
Mhm.
I'm glad we got to see the soft side of Jay Flair.
You know me.
All right, this is going to be a good one. So would you rather lose the ability to lie or be literally like believe everything you're told?
Whoa. Lose the ability to lie for sure.
Lose the ability to lie.
I don't want to believe everything I'm told. Are you kidding me?
Dude, if you lost the... Have you ever seen the movie The Invention of Lying?
No.
Put that on the list. It's great.
If I believed everything I was told, oh my goodness. It would be bad. Just imagine
You
that.
could die. You could die. If someone was like, hey, if you
100%.
jump off this building, you won't die. And you're like, oh, I believe it. And then do it. Like, oh, I'm dead. I'm hang gliding. I'm dead.
100%.
Would you...
Somebody told me I could fly, I would be like, all right, well, here we go.
Yeah, let's jump off this plane to get a better vantage. Would you rather eat poop that tasted like chocolate or eat chocolate that tasted like poop?
Oh,
I love it.
I think eat poop that tastes like chocolate.
Oh no. It's poop.
I don't know if that's the right answer.
I don't know if there is a right answer. Oh man. I love the word poop. Oh man. All right. So would you rather look 50 years older from the neck up or the neck down?
I would say, oh man, wow. I would say neck up, only because I would hope that black crack would
just walk around naked and be like, hey guys, it's not true. It's not true.
Just walk around with your shirt off the whole time.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, black don't crack. Hopefully that would apply.
So this is my favorite one. Would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the smartest person in the room?
Smartest.
You're a nerd.
You'd rather be the funniest guy?
Oh yeah, because I feel like funny is like witty, and I feel like that all kind of accumulates to intelligence, right?
Ooh, touche.
I think you can be a completely like nerded. I work at Google, and these are my glasses. Look, but you
Little
won't
do you
have
know,
any...
I've hacked the computer and I have every single bit of information I need to know about you.
Right, but you still can't make a joke of it.
I know everything I need to know about you.
Would you rather experience the beginning of planet Earth, so Genesis 1:1, or the end of planet Earth and Revelation something?
I think the beginning.
Yeah, but there's like no one, dude. You have like Adam and Eve who are about to eat the frickin' forbidden fruit, and you're like, gosh, I know where this goes.
I don't think I could do I think the beginning.
What if at the end of planet Earth, like you were already gonna die, like you were 87 years old, and you lived a good life?
Okay.
Would you choose it?
No.
Okay.
I think I'd still be the beginning. I just couldn't. I don't know.
All right.
Oh,
That's tough. It's gonna be a lonely time.
No. That's interesting. What else you got?
Let me think. I know a bunch of these. So let's do the lottery one. Would you rather yourself win the lottery for say 50,000, or
what?
Yeah. So
what kind of lottery is 50,000?
Just deal with it. All right, deal with it, man.
Whatever.
It's like the Bruce Almighty when she's like, I won the lottery, but it's only $7. So would you rather win the lottery at 50,000 or let your best friend win the lottery at 500,000?
My best friend.
So you'd rather let me win the 50,000 or 500,000?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I would rather you win for 500,000.
Would you rather run? Okay, so let's do. Would you rather run at 50 miles an hour, so super fast, or fly at 10 miles an hour?
Fly. Oh. I answered that way too quickly.
Would you
Just
rather
'cause
run
flying-
at 100 miles an hour or fly at 10 miles an hour?
Run. Do I get tired? That's a legitimate question.
Yeah. You'd get tired like you would now at running at 5 miles an hour. So it's same equivalent.
For the same distance?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I run a mile at 100 miles an hour, I'm done way faster than I am right now. I'm still going to be tired?
Well, how fast do you get tired if you run at 5 miles an hour? I feel like that's a decently kept up pace, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Flying in general, I think I'm taking
It's just cool.
Yeah. But if we're talking like flash speed, then I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Would you rather continue your life right now or restart it from any time period that you want to start it, knowing what you know now?
Ooh, man. See, that's such a hard question because, like, I don't.
Yeah,
like,
these aren't supposed to be easy.
I don't believe in like having regrets or looking back and like doing all that. Like, I would love to just continue with what it is right now. But at the same time, knowing what I know now, it'd be pretty cool to go back and do some things.
That's a tough one, man. I'm glad I'm not asking myself these questions.
It'd be pretty cool to go back.
I'd go back to my basketball days, knowing what I know now about basketball.
I'd go back to high school, and would my life turn out the same way?
I don't know. I can't answer that, man. I don't have a crystal ball.
If I go back and I change something, I'm guessing my life may not turn out the same.
Yeah, man. Have you seen Butterfly Effect?
Oh my goodness, I seen Butterfly Effect. So I only asked that because like I'd go back and I'd play basketball and football in high school.
Yeah.
Just because I wish I did it.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to like talk yourself out of any situation, or would you rather be able to punch yourself out of any situation, or punch your way out of any situation?
Talk.
Well, then you're a wimp.
Yeah, well,
we've learned a lot about you today with the whole intelligent one.
Hold up. Consequences are going to come out of, if I punch myself out of a situation, there's going to be consequences.
Well,
if
unless the guy goes, wow, that guy's tough, I ain't going to rat him out.
If I punch myself out of getting a ticket, I mean, come on now, I was going 150 and then I punched a cop and I got out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm out of the situation.
Yeah. It doesn't, yeah, I didn't say if it comes back or not.
Yeah, I'm taking talking away out of it.
Would you, I respect it. Would you rather live a life that's not the life you live now, but like a normal life that, say you work like a 9 to 5, and you make, say, like $50,000 a year, very average, but you also live it with a loved one, like the wife that you have is, you guys are in deep, intimate love together? Or would you rather be rich, wealthy, everything you ever wanted, but all alone?
Ew. The first one.
Man, we're learning a lot about you with these, man.
I mean, it's just, you can do a lot with somebody who cares about you.
Would you rather rule the world or live in a world with no problems?
Well, I mean, if I rule the world, there's going to be no problems with the world. I mean, that's going to be perfect.
I've heard other people say that, man, and it's not.
I would rather live in a world with no problems. I don't want the pressure of ruling the world.
Yeah. Would you rather always have to speak what's on your mind or never be able to speak again?
Always have to. Always have to speak what's on my mind.
Every thought has to be broadcasted.
Oh man, that's so dangerous. But I would say that. Oh man, you'd really have to go in and like change the way you think.
And that's hard.
Oh my gosh, everything would just come out, and you'd just be like, "Oh God, that happened." Oh man,
Hurry up! I got 2 more.
Okay,
Did you answer it?
always had to speak what's on my mind.
Oh, tough. All right. So second to last one, I'd go with like, would you rather? Okay, so would you rather be able to speak like every single language or be able to
Dope.
speak to animals?
Ooh, that is awesome. That's an awesome freaking question.
I will say it's not even a hesitation for me.
Wow, you're 100% taking animals, and I think I am too.
I'm like, there's not even a thought. Like, look, I speak 1 language right now, and I'm freaking awesome. So, I don't care to speak all languages.
Gosh, speaking to animals would be freaking sick.
Or would it be though? Like, what if you learned that like your favorite animal was like a douche?
And hated you?
Yeah, that would suck.
It'd just be cool to know how they think.
What if they're super annoying though?
Just hit the mute button.
There is no, man.
All right, what's the last one?
Did you answer it?
Animals.
Okay. This one's gonna. I'm sorry. I wanted to save this one for last because this is gonna make you think probably for a couple days. Would you rather know how you will die, or would you rather know when you will die?
Oh God.
That is tough, dude.
When?
Really?
Because, and I say this, if I know how, I will try to avoid that situation at all costs. And it will make everything miserable.
Yeah, but if you know when, then it's
then I know when.
I know, but then
it's the ticking clock at the end of a basketball game. Yeah.
But you're gonna die.
I can plan it. I can plan it all out from now until then.
But here's my thing: is like, what if you want to say you go with that answer, right? And then say you get a counting down clock, and it says like 6 years, and you're like, wait a second, that sucks. But then that's always in the back of your mind. You probably don't go through life enjoying it.
Okay,
because
what if you're told you're gonna die in a car accident?
Then you just avoid being in a car.
Well, it could be a bus. It could be. I mean, it's like it could be one of those things that's, you could die in an elevator, die being on stairs or something. You died on the 5th floor of a building, and then the next day you got a meeting on the 5th floor, and you're like, oh, jeez. I can't go.
We're getting into Final Destination territory.
I would say when. That's a crazy question, but I would say when.
I respect it. All right, Jay Flair, we went over NBA, we went over movies of 2018, which actually is fitting, right? Because the year is going to end, so I'm glad we did the movie rankings of 2018. We talked about your schedule during the year with trying to see movies. Got some rapid fires in, and some would you rathers. Is there anything that you would like to add to this show besides the fact that you love me and you can't wait till episode 4?
No, sir, Robbie Rowe. I do love you.
All right, folks, that will do it. Jay Flair, as always, man, thanks for coming on. I'll sign you off the air, but always enjoy our If It's Fair, It's Gones. So thanks, brother.
Love you, Rob.
Love you. All right, guys, that's another episode of The Robbie Rowe Show. Do me a favor, if you liked the episode, or even if you didn't like it, go ahead and leave me a review on whatever platform you're listening to. Not only does it help me out with popularity on my show, but it also helps me out as a host of this podcast. Sometimes I don't know if I'm getting better, if I'm getting worse, and I need y'all's opinions. So go ahead and leave a review and let me know what you thought. So again, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, Robbie Rowan, The Robbie Rowe Show. Your boy's out. Later.